Welcome back. Yes, let's try and wrap our heads around the sport this weekend. Let's start on the grass. And the king and queen of grass, of course, were crowned this weekend at Wimbledon. Carlos Alcaraz powered his way over, through, around Novak Djokovic to retain his title, while Barbara Krejcikova, she defeated Jasmine Paolini to win her second Grand Slam, which she dedicated to her mentor, Jana Novotná, who passed away in 2017. Quite a powerful moment. Director of Sports Essence Paddle Academy, Luke Potter, quite a spicy one, and tennis coach Ricky Solomon's here to balance him out, give us their insights on what was an incredible Wimbledon final, however you slice it. Welcome, boys.
Thanks, man. Thank you, guys.
Listen, it was insane. I would love to start with the ladies first because there's so much to talk about. How are we talking about also, or not mentioning this mentor that we've just highlighted in that intro? Yeah. How much of an impact does this have, and did this have for her title defense? Well, I wouldn't say defense, but just that title that she took in Wimbledon. Inspiration coming through thick and fast. How much of a reason do you think this is in terms of her actually claiming that title this weekend?
Man, having someone of that stature as a mentor, as a coach, as a guide is massive in a sport like tennis. You know, the belief is so hard to come by because everyone is so tough, right? So for you to believe that you can achieve this is very difficult. But to have someone that's been there before and then to tell you you've got what it takes, that's massive. I mean, obviously, your parents speak to you all the time, whoever's around you say, oh, you can do it, but you don't really believe it. But when someone like that tells you, it's
well, because you've been hearing it your whole life. You've been the best tennis player probably that you've known for most of your life until you rock up on the scene.
Correct.
And then everyone's been the best tennis player in their life, so it requires a special kind of self-belief, something that we saw, I think, in young Carlos Alcaraz, just kick into another gear there. But on the women's side, so much talk around Paolini. There was something awesome about her journey, about the excitement building. Was it a bridge too far? Could she have won this final, do you think?
Smiley, right?
Yeah.
I mean, gee whiskers, she's always smiling. The smile for me...
She seems awesome. She seems like a wonderful human being.
The perfect attitude, man, yeah.
The smile wasn't there, though. If you looked in that final, I think it was quite a tense situation for her. Talented. You can't. What was great to watch for me was, you know, she backed it up. She was obviously in the French Open a month ago. She continued that. Funny enough, she never won a match on grass before this tournament, which is ironic. So, I mean, that just shows you the ability. But I want to know what's in the water at Wimbledon. If you look at the first set, she went off the court, she had some water, she splashed it on her face, she came back, she won a set. Then Barbora left after the next set, splashed some water, came back and won the match. Incredible.
Maybe there's something in the mental pattern.
And
the reset, right.
I do not think it's definitely, I mean, I love the sentiment of the water, but it's exactly that. Those moments are so pivotal because in an event like this, you can feel, even just as a spectator watching from the TV, you can feel the intensity. You can feel how much like anticipation comes off every serve, off every break point. Do you think it's pivotal at this level to still find these moments to just... Hang on, I've got to breathe. I've got to take this in and remember that I've been practicing this and not let the moment take over. Do you think that's what's going on in these moments?
That's exactly what's going on. So you actually can't control it unless you're there a lot.
Yeah, it's a fitness, in itself.
Paolini, only a second time. It doesn't matter what anyone says. You need to be there to experience it, acknowledge it, and go, oh my gosh, I'm not myself. I need to calm down. And so these little walks they do.
It's a button push.
It is.
It really is. And now this gives us the transition into the men's game. And I'm not going to give this to young Carlos Alcaraz just yet. We're going to start with Djokovic because I think this was his to win or lose. As much as it looked like Carlos completely dominated him, he couldn't find that button. How often have we seen Djokovic find a moment to press that button, to find the mental strength to start clawing his way back? Luke, what happened there? Did he have an opportunity to come back, or was he just blasted out of the water?
I don't think it was a mental thing. I think it was a physical thing.
Just exhausted.
No, I don't even think it's exhausted.
His body wasn't ready.
Remember, and we can't make excuses here for the guy because he chose to be there. He did get into the final. But if you look how he got there, all right, first of all, he didn't play a semis. That helped him. But in the same breath, that didn't help him.
He didn't get tested.
The second thing is no matter how people say this, that Rune incident where he was booing and not, mentally, that must have done something to
Yeah.
him. You can say what you want. I don't care if you're number one in the world. That affects you. So
Either
it's
gonna
always in the
fuel you
back
or
of the
break you,
mind.
yeah.
And then third for me, I mean, physically, he just didn't trust his body to stay and rally at the back of the court. So he tried this new thing, serving and volleying and coming in. He got passed every single time. So, I mean, it's not a comfortable place for him to be. Having said that, can he win the Olympics is where this is going, because, again, that's the one he doesn't have. So out of all the things that he's done in his career, an Olympic gold is the one that's missing. He wants that, you know?
And 2 more, at least, Grand Slams. I don't think he's done... I think he's going to find another gear as a result of this. Okay. So now that we have spoken about Djokovic, let's talk about some of the best passing shots that I think have ever been seen at Wimbledon as world tennis manifests in Carlos Alcaraz. It really is. He's the tip of the spear now in terms of the skill set and how he can apply that.
Sure.
Absolutely amazing. What do you think this means? Are we looking at the next future greats, or is this just a moment in time? How do you feel about young Carlos?
This is, look, it wasn't, it doesn't.
Sinner fans are going to hate this guy.
You can cry a little bit as you say this. It's fine.
So when Alcaraz came onto the scene, there was already talk about how amazing this guy is. The one thing that is unique about him, similar to what Novotny had, you know, there's this whole thing of working with someone else. His coach used to be world number 1. Yeah. So he's had a world number 1 coach since he was 15 years old. I don't care what the story is. If you have a world number 1 telling you that this is the best way to hit the forehand, this is the best way to hit the backhand, you believe it.
Yeah.
You know, and I feel like similar to the Springboks and the way they play rugby, there's this belief that our style of play is what will get us over the line. Alcaraz has this belief. My coach was number 1. I'm just going to go with it.
That's where his baseline
That's where his baseline is. So when he's out there,
the
he believes so much in what he's doing, while the other guys may be questioning. Novak, as Luke mentioned, was serving and volleying. He never does that. I mean, he's started to do it recently as he's getting older, but he's questioning the style of game he's had since day one. And here's Alcaraz, just solid. This is what I do, and you know, and you can't stop me, you know. And so it's just he's a extremely powerful force.
Yeah, no, it was a steam train. Well, if you're thinking about serving and volleying in your own life and you're around about our age, it's okay, man. You can go into the net. It's fine. Absolutely incredible tennis on display. If your hearts are broken, we are sorry. We're going to continue on that trend, talking more sport, more broken hearts on the other side. Jen, thank you so much.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.